guys, it's coffee time. Sorry there wasn't a coffee time yesterday. I was messing around because those of you who follow me on Press Start to Continue, I put up a Let's Play of the exact same part as last year of Call of Cthulhu because I wanted to redo the first part because this time it would actually have audio so you would know what was going on, and then I also wanted to do the second part. So I did the whole first part, I rendered it, I uploaded it, and by the time it had uploaded it was like 10 something I want to say. And so then I was like, okay, now I can do the second part. So I went to do the second part. Like a bunch of people just honked their horns outside. And it was working fine, and then suddenly the frame rate dropped down to like 4. So stuff like this has happened enough that I went, you know what? I'm gonna just build a new computer, because my computer right now, like, it works, but it's old, the processor is terrible. It just... I need a new one. And I've set aside enough money that I can make a beast computer. So I was like, it's time. This is the time. I'm done with like trying to do things and being like, oh, my computer can't handle it, and then having to give up. I'm done. I'm done. So yes, so now I'm going to build a new computer. I'm really excited about it. Because last time that I was going to build a new computer, I wound up taking Mike's old computer, which is the one that I've been using. And it wound up being very much like a, well, this is better than what I've been using, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take this because it's less work for me. Thank you very much. I'm excited about this, but now it's like, I need a better computer. I'm trying not to be excessive though, because now I'm like, I could get another monitor, then I could have 2 monitors. A beast computer and 2 monitors? What else could I get? And I'm like, no. No. Because then it starts to like drift into like, I could get an HD PVR sort of territory, which is, no, that needs to not happen. But then I would be able to stream from my console. But no, we're not gonna do that, because that's excessive. But yeah, so that was my evening last night. I was so sad though, because I really wanted to play the next part, because I've played that first part twice now. Well, 3 times actually now. And yeah, so that first part wasn't scary to me at all, obviously, because I was like, I know what's gonna happen. And the second part, I was so excited. I was like, new parts of the game! New parts of the game, yes! Nope. Single tear. So yeah, everybody keeps asking me to play Amnesia, but I've played it already. So I'm like, I don't want to replay a game that I've already played. It would be scary all over again, I'm sure, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it again. Yeah. But it's weird to think that last year I was here and I did that exact same part of that game. I don't know, it's like, it's just one of those moments where I realize how long I've been here and I go, weird. We took your guys' advice. Rather than putting a sign on our door that said, we're not home, lol, it said, we're out of candy, but we put it out there at like 6. So we were like, everybody's gonna know we're lying, but we don't care. It was pretty funny though. We were pretty proud of ourselves. We were like, oh, these poor kids. But the thing is, when you live in this area, there's so many parents that just take their kids to like Beverly Hills. You know, rather than getting candy, they just get $100 bills. Like, there are lots of really rich neighborhoods that people can go to trick-or-treat instead of trick-or-treating in their own neighborhoods where, you know, people don't really care. It makes me wonder, like, if I lived in that area, I feel like I would just do the same thing. I'd be like, especially if there were more kids than usual. Because this is the first time I've lived somewhere, I know I said this already, but this is the first time I've lived somewhere where kids would actually come to the door. Yes. So we were like, do not want, because in Oregon, I'm surrounded by woods. And when I lived in my college town, I was in like a sketchy part of this small town, and I was in like a tiny apartment. So the kids would have had to like climb this really steep, awkward cement staircase in order to even get to my door. Like, it would have been super sketch. So I doubt that many parents were like, oh yes, let's go over here. Let's go down this awkward alley and then up these awkward stairs and go trick-or-treat. Like, it's not gonna happen. And especially in college towns, like any areas that they know are inhabited by college students, the parents are typically like, they're cheap. They're probably either high or don't have any candy, so let's just skip that. Yeah, Halloween. I didn't do a thing, but tonight is Walking Dead night. Yes! Once again, it is the night. I'm going to go to the Warp Zone house and watch The Walking Dead. It sucks watching it 2 days later, but fortunately I've been able to like keep myself away from spoilers, so. Don't you hate that on like Facebook or things like that? When an episode of something just happened and somebody's like, I can't believe that so-and-so died! Or, this isn't worse, but this is still annoying, if they're like, rest in peace, my favorite character! And I'm like, no, why would you say that? Oh, it makes me so angry. So unbelievably angry. Like, there's like a time distance point where if somebody spoils me on something, but it came out, you know, a certain number of months ago, I'm like, okay, you know, it's my fault for not seeing it until now. If I get spoiled, I can't really be angry with them. But if it's the night of, like, if the episode just happened and you couldn't keep it to yourself, oh, I wanna shake you. I wanna shake you. Oh, it drives me crazy. Spoilers. I do not deal well with spoilers. I do not like being spoiled at all, and I refuse to spoil other people. I won't do it. Even if they say they don't care, I won't do it, because I want so badly for them to have the sense of wonderment that I had, even though I know different personality types deal with different things differently. But when I watch something and something amazing happens, I'm just like, oh, I'm like jacked on it for so long. But if somebody says to me, hey, you should just tell me what happened, like, and rob you of that? No! I can't do it. But I hate being spoiled. Especially if it's, okay, here, you know, this is like the next level of what upsets me, is if it's somebody that I don't even talk to. That is the danger with Facebook. If it's like not even somebody I care about, like somebody that I went to high school with that I never talked to, who's like, oh my gosh, so-and-so is having a baby on this show, I'm so excited, they have been meaning to do this for so long. I'm like, oh, why? Why did you do this to me? This is not okay. I don't know why I'm getting so worked up about this right now, but it's like, oh, don't say these things. And sometimes I request to not be spoiled if I'm past that time threshold. I'm like, I would love it if you didn't spoil me on this. And sometimes they'll refuse. They'll be like, no, it's been long enough. You need to sack up. And I'll be like, okay. Like, I asked. I was denied. So now I've apparently... Here's the awesome thing, though, is that I have a somewhat terrible long-term memory. So, sometimes I'm spoiled, but I forget. I forget what I was spoiled on. Like, I'll remember, like, the details of, like, such and such woman died at such and such point because of love. Sort of vague details. I can't remember, like, what show that was a spoiler for. Or I'll remember I got spoiled on something on this show, but I don't remember what it was. And then when it happens, I'll be like, oh, that's right, I knew that was gonna happen. But I still get the like, oh wait, I knew this. So that's almost better, because then the whole time I'm like, something's gonna happen, what's gonna happen, what's gonna I don't know. I feel like I just expended a lot of energy talking about spoilers. That's okay. Last night Mike was looking at, he got these like StarCraft pins, and he was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, you want one of them? I was like, sure! So he was like, okay, you can't protest. do you want one of the other ones? I was like, can I have the Zerg one? And he was like, sure. And so he gave it to me, and right as he was about to say, you should be like an emo kid and put them on your pants, I was already putting them on my pants. And he was like, he just gave me like this really disappointed look. I was like, I'm sorry. I like putting pins on my pants. I'm sorry. Let the whole team down. But it's okay, because then I was wearing a little Zerg pin all day. With my Terran shirt. It felt like a really awkward rebellion against Mike. But what can you do? Anywho, I'm gonna eat something before I go over to the Warp Zone house. And I didn't sleep, like, at all last night. I fell asleep at, like, 5 a.m., so the second Walking Dead is done, I'm gonna come home and then hopefully fall asleep. But, yeah, I hope you guys had a good day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah.